back to battle for Arcos and the continuation of Week 1 of our Dark Uprising campaign. Today, deep in the Underhive, the Iron Skulls of House Goliath will face off against the Corpse Grinder Cult Lodge of the Damned. Thanks for watching, and feel free to support this channel with a like or sub. And a quick look at the campaign table. The Fallen Angels had one win against HiSec in Game 1. They have 5 out of actions. They have a reputation of 5 and 835 credits of wealth. HiSec 0-1 right now. They have caused 2 out of actions. They have a rep of 1 and an overall wealth of 960 credits. And meet the Iron Skulls of House Goliath. The Iron Skulls are starting the campaign as neutral and will receive Hard as Nails, granting them +1 rep point, more than normal, when the gang gains scenario reputation. They also have no gods or masters, which means if the gang leader participated in the scenario and did not go out of action, they gain D3 experience points in addition to normal XP. For territories, they will start with a settlement, granting them access to a free juve on a roll of 3+. This juve comes with 25 points worth of equipment at no cost. Income is D6 times 10. They have an Underhive Shrine, which grants a blessing to a fighter on a roll of 6+ before the scenario. That fighter would have a 6+ invulnerable save. Income is D3 times 10. Lastly, they have a Manufactorum level, granting them 30 credits worth of weapons or war gear to their stash for free. Income is D6 times 10. For Week 1, the Iron Skulls gained an additional 175 credits worth of bonuses with no blessings. They also bought a juve. The Iron Skulls will be led by Bone Crusher, carrying a Power Hammer, Combi Plasma, and Stub Cannon. He will also have Furnace Plates, as all members do, granting a 6+ overall save and 5+ from the front vision arc. His starting skill is Crushing Blow. Gangers will be Spike with a Stub Cannon, Stub Gun, and Fighting Knife. Acid will be geared the same. Diesel in a similar way, only with an axe. Fuse has a Grenade Launcher, Stub Gun, and Fighting Knife. Scuzz will bring in a Combat Shotgun with a Stub Gun and Fighting Knife. And the Lone Juve Dipstick will have a Stub Gun with Dum Dum rounds. The gang rating is 820, and they have a bankroll of 105 credits. Total wealth of 925. Over for the Lodge of the Damned, they will be aligned with Chaos. This will give them access to Bloody Harvest, which allows them to gain more meat in scenarios that have that function. They also have Tear It All Down, which means if the gang is the attacker, they may add 1 more fighter to their crew than normally allowed by the scenario. In territories, they will start with a Chaos Feign, granting them a free Skinner to their roster on a roll of 4+. Income is D3 times 10. A Reclamation Zone, which provides a reduction of items by 10 credits to a minimum of 5. Income is D6 times 10. Lastly, they have a Fungal Sprawl, which is on a roll of 6+ per fighter, they will gain Toxin to their weapons. Income is D6 times 10. For Week 1, the Lodge of the Damned earned 240 credits worth of benefits and no toxins. The Lodge of the Damned will be led by the Hand of Crimson. He comes in with a Butcher's Cleaver and Rotary Flensing Saw. He wears plate mail and a butcher's mask. His skill will be Rain of Blows. Initiates following the cause will be Rexar with an auto pistol and boning sword, Rib Splitter with an auto pistol and boning sword, and Spleen Carver with an auto pistol and butcher's cleaver. Skinners will be Nightmare, Skorak, and Azrael, all with butcher's chain cleavers and heavy chain cleavers. The Lodge of the Damned has a rating of 875 with 115 credits remaining, total wealth of 990. Alright, today we're playing Show of Force, which is similar to the previous game between the Enforcers and House Escher. Order is in ascendancy, and we have Call to Arms, which will not take place until the post-battle, and it just means that gangers will be half their normal fee to higher, rounded up. Deployment is complete. We can see the corpse grinders stretched out across one side of the board. Their objective will be to get to the other side of the board to escape and take out as many of the House Goliath gang members as possible. Goliath, of course, trying to inflict as much damage as possible. Priority rolls are going out now for turn 1 with the corpse grinders up first. And turn 1 typically consists of a lot of movement. This will be no different. We'll see Azrael move up and use his second action to go ahead and open this door. We will then see Fuse for the Iron Skulls do a double move, and he goes up to the lift. Next up, we will see Nightmare activate, and he will also do a double move, getting into full cover behind these barrels on the flank. We'll move over to Dipstick, who will make a double move, getting behind full cover. And then we will see Rib Splitter make a double move, and he is going up to the door. Acid will activate next for Goliath, and he is going to make a double move as well, also getting behind full cover. Next up, Spleen Carver is going to move up the ladder with a double move. And then we're going to see Scuzz. He is going to make a move, and he is going to attempt to fire at Nightmare. The shot, however, is out of range. There's no ammo check, so everything good there. We go over to Rexar, who is going to make a double move. Spike will follow him up with a double move, repositioning. The Hand of Crimson will make a double move up behind the door. Then we will see Diesel make a double move, moving over to the left side of the flank. Skorak will activate next, making a double move way up the field, staying out of line of sight. And then we will end with Bone Crusher, making just a single move back and trying to maintain visibility there. So at the end of turn 1, lots of movement here. The corpse grinders are going to make an attempt to move up this flank. They are also occupying the middle here. As soon as these doors open, these guys can move really fast and get into assault really fast. Goliath kind of spreading out a little bit, had to rearrange some men to protect that one flank, trying to maintain as much visibility as possible. Probably would like to avoid close combat with these guys as much as possible, but at the end of the day, it's really inevitable. Priority rolls are going out for turn 2, with the tie going over to the Iron Skulls of House Goliath. Turn 2 coming up. Fuse will use one action to activate the lift, and his second to move forward, taking the benefit of cover. Next up, we're going to see Nightmare move forward with a double move. And then we are going to flip over to Scuzz for the Iron Skulls. And I'm tempted to go up and use his template shotgun, but tactics cards for the corpse grinders make this a little interesting. So he backed up and then fired out and missed with his shotgun. We're then going to flip over to Rexar, who is going to just slide over, and he's going to target Dipstick. He needs a 6 with heavy cover, and that shot will miss. An ammo check will be failed, so he will have to reload that auto pistol. We then flip over to Acid. He is going to make a move up the stairs, and he is going to target Rexar, needing 6s due to full cover. And that is going to be a miss. We then flip back over to the corpse grinders. We're going to see Spleen Carver. He is going to move up, and then he is going to target Dipstick, also needing 6s due to full cover. Put in Manstopper rounds, and that is a miss. Next up, we're going to see Diesel activate. He is going to move over to the flank with a double move. And then flipping back to the Lodge of the Damned, Azrael is going to move up, staying out of line of sight with a double move. We're going to see Dipstick activate next. He is going to fire out needing 6s because he is a Juve, full cover, so he's going to miss that shot. An ammo check is required, and he's going to fail. Now, he did put dum-dum rounds in, so he loses that off his fighter card. Next up, we are going to see Skorak. He is going to take advantage of this situation, make a double move, and get up close and personal with Dipstick coming up on the next round. We'll flip over to Goliath, where Bone Crusher is going to aim and target Rexar. He fires out needing 4s due to full cover. He is going to get a hit, and then he's going to need 3s to wound, and he gets a wound. An armor save taken by the Initiate is going to be failed, and it looks like it's going to be a serious injury for Rexar, so he is going to go down. Then we're going to see Rib Splitter. He is going to use his first action to activate this door. His second action, he is going to move over to help Rexar with recovery. And then we're going to see Spike. He gets what he wants here. He's got to pass an initiative check to make this happen. So he is going to roll those dice out, and he will pass the initiative check. And with his stub cannon, he's going to fire out and gets a 1, which is going to miss. Lastly, we are going to see the Hand of Crimson. He is going to do a double move and really put the pressure on Goliath moving into turn 3. So turn 2 in the books, the Corpse Grinders moving down the right flank. They also have the Hand of Crimson supporting in the middle. The Iron Skulls are going to have a lot to think about because they've got a lot of fighters closing in and running out of space. Over here in the middle, Rexar did roll and out of action, but due to Rib Splitter being so close, he got an assist and was able to turn that into a flesh wound, so he is staying in the game. As we move to turn 3, this is a very important priority roll, and the Corpse Grinders are going to be up first. In the first move, Skorak comes charging around the corner, getting 3 swings, 2 with his heavy chain cleaver and 1 with his butcher's cleaver, the 2 heavy chain cleavers in red. He's getting hits on 3s. He will get 2 hits that go through, and then needing 3s to wound, he is going to get 1 wound, but only with the butcher's cleaver. The Goliath player will play Unstoppable Behemoth, so the attacks will essentially stop and there will be no injury dice that will be rolled, so reaction attacks will come back across with the stub gun. Getting that hit on a 5 and then rolling to wound on a 6, that's going to be good. The armor save is going to be taken. It needs a 5. It is going to be 1 short, so that will be a fail. Serious injury rolled out. There will be no coup de grace here, as those were reaction attacks. Flipping back over, we're going to see Spike do a move, and then he is going to fire at the Hands of Crimson, but he is going to fail his willpower check, and the attack will stop. Next up, we're going to see Nightmare. He is going to make a move forward, tucking back into cover, and then we are going to see Fuse up next for the Goliath gang. He is going to target the ground behind the Hand of Crimson, and he is going to need 3s to hit with an aim, and that will get a hit. There will be no wound here as he needs a 5, but the Hand of Crimson will go down pinned. Moving over to Spleen Carver, he is going to take an aim and a fire at Dipstick. We totally missed this. Luckily for the Goliath gang, the attack misses. Back over to Dipstick, he is going to give Skorak the coup de grace. He is then going to use his second action to move back out of line of sight. The Juve has done enough in this battle. Azrael is then going to make a double move up the ladder and tucking behind cover. And then flipping back over to the Goliath gang, we're going to see Bone Crusher. He is going to take a simple move right here, and then he is going to target Azrael with his plasma gun. He's going to miss. And then feeling like they're getting hemmed up on that side, Rib Splitter is going to make a double move heading towards the left flank. Acid is going to activate next for the Goliath gang. He is going to move down the stairs and target Azrael. He is going to miss with his stub cannon. And then we're going to see Rexar get to his feet, and he is just going to do a simple move following Rib Splitter. And then back over to Diesel. He is going to aim and fire at Nightmare, and he needs 5s due to cover. He is actually going to get a hit here, and the Corpse Grinder player is going to play a tactics card to essentially shrug this off called Blood Surge, and it's just going to allow him to make a move after that. And then Scuzz is going to target Nightmare with a template. The Corpse Grinder player completely missed this, thought he had activated already. This is going to be automatic hits. D6 wounds go out, needing 5s. Only one of those will go through. It will require a 4-up armor save that will be taken by Nightmare. That will be passed, but he will be pinned. And then ending up the turn, we are going to see the Hand of Crimson get to his feet and move towards that door in the middle. So ending turn 3, it feels like the Corpse Grinders, while they were pushing really well on that right flank, the Goliath player has reacted tremendously, having the majority of their fighters on that side of the board, and have really turned that area into a killing zone and a pinning zone, having a real tough time getting anything done. So it looks like they're changing their tactics a little bit, sending initiatives around the left flank, trying to take advantage of the lone Juve over there, holding that down and trying to spread the Goliath gang out more. Turn 4 coming up now, and very important, the Goliath player getting priority. Fuse takes the first activation. He will aim and fire at the ground behind the Hand of Crimson. He is going to hit on a 3+, that goes through. He wounds on a 5+, that also goes through, and the save will be failed by the Hand of Crimson. That will be a wound on him. He goes down pinned. Back over to Nightmare. He is going to stand and move back into cover where he came from. And then we are going to flip back over to Goliath, where Diesel is going to chase him down, moving forward, pulling out his stub gun and firing close range, just needing 2s. He does get a hit. He gets a wound as well. The save will be failed, and there will be an injury die rolled out. He is going down with a serious injury. Back over for the Corpse Grinder cult. Rib Splitter will make a double move as they head for the other side of the board. And then Dipstick is going to move as well. He took an impossible shot right here at Rib Splitter, but nothing happened. Then Rexar is going to make a double move as well. The Initiates all making their way towards the other side of the board. And then we're going to see Scuzz. He is going to activate. He is going to move. And then he is going to fire with his Scattershot shotgun. And it's going to get D6 hits, so 5. We'll roll that out. It does need 5s to wound here, and he does get 1. The target will go down pinned. The armor save is only a 2+ because he is behind full cover. That is good. We've then got Spleen Carver making a double move, knowing that his shots against Fuse just aren't doing anything on 6s behind cover. Then we're going to see Acid. He is going to move and fire, pulling out his stub gun. He is going to fail his willpower check, however, and miss. And then we're going to see the Hand of Crimson stand and activate this door as he tries to get out of harm's way. Bone Crusher says no way. He's going to move up. He's going to take out his plasma pistol and take shots, passing a willpower check, getting a 9, and then he is going to hit on a 3+. He is going to get a hit. He is going to wound on a 3-up, and he's going to get a wound. This is a 2 damage weapon. We only show 1 roll on camera here after this failed save, which is a flesh wound, but a serious injury was rolled out as well. Hand of Crimson going down. Azrael then stands and moves back to the ladder, and then Spike will activate. He is going to move, and he is going to fire up at Azrael, but he is going to miss, and that's essentially going to bring us to the end of turn 4. The Corpse Grinder cult has bottled here. The Goliath gang has counterpunched very well on that flank where they were trying to make a breakthrough. Nightmare rolled back over with a flesh wound. The Hand of Crimson rolled back over with a flesh wound, but the gang has bottled, which may be in their best interest at this point because things are just not going their way with all the Goliath gang members stacked over there on that flank. Priority rolls going out now for turn 5. The Corpse Grinders will be up first. Getting us started will be the Hand of Crimson. He will stand and move to try to get out of harm's way. We will then move over to Diesel, where he is going to reload one of his weapons that was out of ammo, and he is going to fire at Nightmare with his stub gun, only needing 2s to hit. He will get hits that will turn into a wound, and it's going to be a failed armor save here, and a flesh wound will be rolled out for Nightmare. Next up, Nightmare, realizing he is in trouble, he is going to stand up and he is going to use his second action to move back, trying to get as far away from these guys as possible, trying to block line of sight. Over to Fuse here, who is going to fire a crack grenade at Azrael. He's going to aim and fire, so needing 3s to hit, and he will get a hit. That will easily turn into a wound with this 5. No armor save will be taken here. It's going to go through with the AP, and 2 injury dice are rolled out. 2 serious injuries. He goes down, fails an initiative check, and will actually fall down these stairs. Take another strength 3 hit. Nothing additional comes through on that. Rip Splitter will then move up, and he is going to fire at the Juve dipstick with his auto pistol. He did load in manstopper rounds. He needs a 5 up to hit through this full cover, and he's going to get a hit. He then needs 3s to wound, and he will get a wound. The armor save will be taken on a 5 up coming from the front, and it's good, so he is just going down pinned. Next, we go to Spike, who is going to make a double move, trying to react to the initiates, moving around to the other flank. We are then going to go over to Rexar, who is going to make a double move, and he is getting close to the other initiate, probably going to try to open this door and try to make a run down the corridor here. Scuzz activates next. He will move, and he is going to fire at Nightmare. He needs a 5 to hit with cover. That shot is going to miss. Then we're going to go over to Spleen Carver, who is going to make a double move. And then Acid will be up next for House Goliath. He is going to make a double move as well, so Goliath just reacting to the movements from the Corpse Grinders. Next up, we'll see Azrael make a crawl move, just trying to put some distance between him and the other guys, and hopefully going to flip back over. Bone Crusher will make a move so he can watch both sides and react in either direction, playing good defense here. Then we're going to go to the final move for Dipstick. He is going to stand and use his last action to just make a move back. And that will bring us to the end of the turn. And Bottle Test, while they were all good in the last round, it did not go so well this time. Nightmare decides to flee. Spleen Carver also decides to flee. Azrael will roll back over with a flesh wound, but overall, the Lodge of the Damned, seeing that they're in dire straits right here, they have elected to voluntarily flee the battlefield. So this is going to be a House Goliath victory. Amidst the chaos that was going on and trying to get out, Rib Splitter has been captured by the Goliath gang. So this is going to be a 5-0 Goliath victory. And the Iron Skulls with a dominating win. Here comes the postgame. All right, welcome to the wrap-up. As you probably saw, we messed up a pretty crucial dice roll when Skorak was fighting Dipstick, the Juve. He should have made that save on a 4-up. I'm not sure what impact that would have had on the game because Bone Crusher was standing right there close by within charge range and would have been able to easily charge in to take Skorak out with an assist from Dipstick. So we really hate getting stuff like that wrong, but it does happen as we play the game, and after you get everything recorded, it's very tough to go back and fix that. So to wrap things up for week 1, the Iron Skulls of House Goliath put a walloping on the Lodge of the Damned and will take a 5-0 victory today. The Iron Skulls eliminated 1 Lodge member, Skorak, and forced 4 more to voluntarily flee the battlefield. Amid the chaos, Rib Splitter was captured by Goliath members. There will be no territories captured, and the Iron Skulls will receive 250 credits for their efforts today. They will also earn +2 reputation, and all participating fighters for both sides will earn XP. For Corpse Grinder injuries, Skorak was humiliated. He will go into recovery and have his leadership and cool characteristics reduced by 1. The man of the match will go to House Goliath's Dipstick. With his Tactics card, the Juve proved his worth with a beatdown of a Lodge Skinner, regardless if we messed up the dice or not. We hope you enjoyed this battle report. Feel free to get involved in the comments below and let us know what we missed or what you would like to see or do moving forward. We'll see you next time, and thanks so much as we look forward to continuing the Dark Uprising in Battle for Arcos. Thanks for watching.